The Batman demonstrates parallels between Batman and the Riddler to the viewer, revealing how startlingly close the similarities of their methods are in spite of their disparate goals, showcasing why Batman needs to change his approach near the end of the film. This is Exasperator Explains. First and most obvious, Batman says,
I'm vengeance.
which is echoed by one of Riddler's goons at the climax of the film.
I'm vengeance.
He must say this a lot because he is called Vengeance on a few occasions,
Mr. Vengeance here.
I thought you were vengeance.
but this is actually one of the key points in the Batman, which some have taken the wrong way in critiquing the film.
The biggest problem with the film is that the film hates Batman.
However, the film is actually pointing out that he needs to change, that his approach is not working to actually make the changes he wants to see in the city. Both characters use fear and violence as weapons.
All it takes is fear and a little focused violence.
Batman using rumors and the darkness, while the Riddler uses more dramatic means. We see through Paul Dano's Riddler and Batman's eyes via a voyeuristic camera view as they investigate and watch others, both believing they are tracking a criminal element within the city to stop bad things from happening and to get justice. They're both investigating the Iceberg Lounge at the same time. It's not clear to me where Batman is located in the scene where Selina infiltrates the secret club within the club, but with the Riddler in the building across the street and Batman appearing to need close proximity for his eyeball camera Wi-Fi thing to work properly, they may even be in the same building at the same time, watching over the club, before Riddler hops into the DA's car. Batman's war on crime is cataloged nightly, in part to help him remember. But his writing, both in look and written in a stream of consciousness format, while reflecting on the state of the city, echo the journals they find in the Riddler's apartment.
Friday, July 16th. My life has been a cruel riddle I could not solve.
They're both visual thinkers, using the floor for arts and crafts. The movie alters the Riddler's comic book origins so that they're both orphans, with both using their misfortune to fuel acts of vengeance and violence, though with different targets and lethality. This is also the first real break between the characters after setting up the parallels. Bruce Wayne has thought he was alone, like the Riddler thought he was alone. But the attack on Alfred makes Bruce realize that he is not past his emotions and that he does have someone there and something to care about beyond just the mission. All of these setups bringing us to the inevitable confrontation between the two in Arkham, where Riddler believes in his delusions they have been working together the entire time, an opinion which Batman respectfully disagrees with.
You're a pathetic psychopath.
Returning to the first point, Batman hearing "I am vengeance" back at him makes him realize that his approach to crime fighting has been selfish, and that vengeance is different from helping others or even helping the city. 2 years into his crusade, Batman admits,
I wish I could say I'm making a difference, but I don't know.
we see that his method is effective in evoking fear in the criminal, giving them at least a moment's hesitation after robbery, vandalism, and assault, but this fear also permeates the general populace as well,
Please don't hurt me.
even when he reaches out a helping hand. And that is clearly what the filmmaker believes, that Batman can't just be vengeance, despite many depictions in media focusing on that aspect, particularly if you look at Frank Miller's work or comics from that time that became more grounded and gritty. But that is not all there is to Batman. Even Batman in The Dark Knight Returns eventually inspires others around him. So I would object to those saying that this is a departure from the character, and that this is always a balance with which he struggles. Just after his revelation, he acts in a self-sacrificing manner, though it feels less impactful due to him being completely fine, falling into the water, and only after this act does he reach out to directly help others instead of solely punishing others. The first person to take his hand is the child whom he looked at sympathetically earlier in the film, or stared at depending on your point of view. And then this is echoed by paralleling the early shot of him staring at the bat signal with him staring up at someone being airlifted away via helicopter, this time looking up at something hopeful and in the light of day. That's all I have for today. Were there other parallels in the films that I missed? If you saw any, let me know in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye.